This is the EMG ABC. It is by far the single worst thing I've ever put in my bass. Now, to be fair, it actually isn't that bad an item. It's pretty small, it's relatively cheap, and it's pretty easy to solder. If you look at the back there, it tells you what goes on at each part. Now, that's cool, but the idea is that you put it, both pickups into the pan pot. In the middle position, you got both of them on, and you got all to one direction, its neck, to all the other way, and it's the bridge, and you can blend all in between. That's a really nice thing, and I used to have this Fender Deluxe precision bass, had a beautiful pan pot, it was just fantastic, which is why I got this. Now, the problems start arising probably because I was running a Seymour Duncan EQ system, which is the blackouts for bass. And I love that EQ system. It does sound phenomenal, and I just love how you can tweak everything. But I don't know if it's just this sucks, or because it doesn't work with that EQ system, but something wasn't working. The tone was just a bit dead all the time. And when you go all the way to neck or bridge, you got quite a good tone actually from just that pot. But as soon as you started blending, the volume was going away, the tone was going away, it was not great. And, you know, for about a year I lived with it and just kind of assumed that, you know, my amp wasn't that good or my effects were screwing up or something. And then one day I was thinking, I actually want to go back to having two volume pots, see what that's like. Took it out, and instantly the tone of my bass jumped forward a massive amount. It'd been like living on 3 for the whole year and then hitting 11. So I just don't know if this would sound amazing if I had passive pots, because the EMG website does say it's designed for a passive tone pot, not an active EQ system. That could be it, but at the same time, they should say on there, don't use active EQ, otherwise your tone will suck. So I've still got this, and you know, one day I'll probably get a jazz bass, and I probably will put this in, and I'll play with it because you know, bass deserves active pickups. So it's not bad, but you know what? If you've got an active EQ system, do not get this. It's a waste of money, and you know, frankly, I think the tone possibilities of having 2 volume knobs is just better. The other thing is that the volume drop was just terrible. I mean, this meant to get rid of insertion loss, and it didn't seem to do that. It seemed that when you were running in the center position, you just kind of like half-assed on both. Now, the thing is that the way this works is that you got, you know, rather than 1 pot, you got 2. You can see them there, 2. So that when you're all the way to the side, 1 pot is saying, oh, no resistance at all, come straight through. The other one's saying, oh, 100% resistance, don't let anything through. Right. Turn it all the way around, reverses. When you're in the middle, there isn't like a magic session where it's like, it's not a boost or a gain, it's just cut. So in the middle session, it says, I'm going to cut both of the pickups to 5. Now, if you take your bass, like a jazz bass, put both pickups on 5, that's kind of what it sounds like. It's not just the volume goes down, but the tone goes down. You lose so much. So I said, you know, I'm going to keep this, and one day I will put it into a jazz bass and we'll play around with it. But right now, I cannot say anything worse about this. The only thing I've ever had worse than this was probably the EMG HZ pickups. They were just horrid. Like, I'm not a fan of passive pickups anyway, but they give you a tone. You can like it, you can hate it. It was a tone. This just killed the Seymour Duncan blackout space I've got, which are phenomenal pickups, and I cannot tell you how awesome the bass sounds when it's out. So if you've got one of these in, take it out, solder the normal pots in, have a listen, and you know, you'll probably hear a massive thing. Anyway, I just want to do this rant about this because it annoyed me so much. I've been living for so long with this. Anyway, enjoy.